Hello and welcome to part number 16 of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Today we're going to be going after one of the abilities called the auto build. We have acquired 4 abilities. Auto build is one of the abilities that we can acquire in this game. It is not something that you can acquire as part of the tutorial shrine quests completionist awards. This is something that is found in the depths. It's fitting because a majority of what this specific skill needs is the use of zonite, so it is located in the depths. Now, how to get to the depths? There's multiple ways to doing that. The first way you will get to the depths, if you follow the question, is through the lookout landing. You talk to Robbie, who's one of the NPCs here, and then make your way down to this chasm, and there's a shrine about here, and then you go down there and then register the light route as well as the depths. I'm not going to be doing that because my destination lies here. Around about here is, but at the depths. Now I can't click on the map to go to the depths because I haven't registered or discovered the depths yet. But if you go here, through this chasm, you should be able to find this area, which will allow you to locate the location where the auto build is located. It's a lot of word salad there. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and take my dive. And there's a chasm right there. By the way, the Great Plateau area is the starting area of Breath of the Wild. So good memories as we return back here. And that's exactly where we need to be, and this is where the three of the Guardians used to be. This place looks very much different now. The Guardians are no longer there. It's all empty. And we can actually just keep falling. Into the depths we go. And this is sort of like a loading screen, so it's going to be very deep. But try to hit the glide button as soon as I enter depths here. And that is the location where we need to go. You see these items there, right there, that location, that's a light route. You want to register that. And once you do, it will light up the area around the depths. I love the depths. They are incredible. Just like the sky area that was added in Tears of the Kingdom, this is a whole new location, and it is much bigger, much denser than the sky is, because sky, I mean, I've made my opinions on this clear. They could fill up more of it. You could fill up more islands here, you could fill up more islands here, and you could fill up more islands in this specific location, and then finally in this specific location. There's a lot to be had here. But the depths, much like the surface, fill up every part of the surface map, but basically transponded, I don't know what the word is, but basically projected on to the depths. And they have put a lot of effort, the developers, into building this, and may I just say, they have done an excellent job in just creating the depths. And there you go, we registered the depths. And the first time you reach, you've got this ominous music playing. And these locations that we've got registered here are basically the old maps we found in the Sky Islands. And yeah, that's basically what it is. So the location we're striving to arrive is, I think that's exactly where we are. We just have to go to the very bottom of this location, if I am not incorrect, or actually not even. That is it. Now there is a lot of NPCs here, and they're not who they say they are. That's a fast travel location. So you can come here anytime you need to, and there you go. He'll give you the auto build. There you go. So that's the 5th ability. The final one is the camera, obviously. And that's the researcher. Anytime you see an NPC who's not named, they are part of the Yiga clan. And the Great Plateau is already overrun by the Yiga clan, and they will shed their disguise once this conversation is concluded. They tell you basically to complete these series of quests, to try to do the auto build here. Right now, so basically it registers any design. So for example, if I use Ultra Hand and hook this up here, I was incorrect. So these are basically carbon copies of each other. So one sec, I'm gonna fix this. Oh, okay. So just want us to fix that. Okay, good. And then we can go here. And what it does is it saves our design that we just used our Ultra Hand on. And we can click on it. And as long as there's materials available, it'll auto build it for us. It's pretty handy. And this triggers the fight here. And Koga's back. This is our friend from Breath of the Wild. And this guy fell in the depths, the Gerudo region, and he recognizes us. And so the depths really did exist even back then, even before the timeline got revised a little bit. And so here we are. For the most part, this fight isn't the worst, in my opinion. Essentially, just try to climb or catch this thing. Nope. I was hoping that I didn't have to. Okay, that's fine. Okay, run up to the link. There we go. There you go. Where's our shield now? And there you go. That's pretty much it. Fairly straightforward, fairly easy fight. Shouldn't be too hard even in the early game. This is one of the earliest first sort of ish boss fights. And he's built his own Zonai devices using whatever ninja techniques he's got there. It flies away. That's a pretty good Zonai device, by the way. All that depends is getting the battery leveled up enough to use it. So the depths teach you a lot about using Zonai devices and Zonite and stuff like that. So that's what it's good for. The item in this chest, if I'm not incorrect, is a huge crystallized charge. So this is very important. These allow you to basically upgrade your battery. And I'll demonstrate where you can do that. And he's gone to the Gerudo mine, as he said. And that's okay. You can follow the path if you want. So there's a large story arc here that is all related to Yiga clan. There's lots and lots of Yiga clan members all over the place. And but yeah, we're not super interested in that. Instead, we are interested in, well, acquiring the auto build, and here is some of the items we can get. So there's proper shops here. You can buy crystallized charges, and it has the amount listed here for zonite. The zonite that we have in our inventory is all from the great Sky Island that we mined there, and we can trade it for more crystallized charges if we so desired. We could also get the large crystallized charge, which is 20, or we could get this or the large zonite charge. And none of this you should buy from the shop. Instead, you should kill bosses to get this. These things, especially the large crystallized charge, if you follow Koga's questline, you'll be able to get 100 each. Plus, if you were to kill any of the bosses in the depths, once you've beaten the legacy dungeons, which is the wind temple, the water temple, the lightning temple, and the fire temple, the bosses will spawn in the depths as well per blood moon. Killing them the first time will award you, I think, 100 zonite, large crystallized charge. Otherwise, I personally just farm the bosses in the depths. There's lots of bosses. There's flux constructs, there's Lionels, there is a Hinox, there's the Gleox, lots and lots of bosses down here, Stalnox, and so killing those will give you 20, this thing, a large crystallized charge, which you can then use to upgrade your battery. So I wonder if he can do that for us. Processing. And this is, he'll just give you some general information. Okay, so I guess he doesn't have the ability to do that. And if he so desired, we could just kind of follow that pathway to get that. But we're not so interested in that. Instead, we want to see how to upgrade our battery. So upgrading the battery can be done either at the Great Sky Island, and you could do that at this shrine, the Nichoya Shrine. There is a vendor there, Construct, which will upgrade the battery for you, or the one that I prefer, the Lookout Landing. So you could just go there and then give him the large crystallized zonite, and he will give you in exchange an upgrade in the battery. Battery upgrades are good. You can use Zonai devices then. The omnipresent, the omnifunctional hover bike is really good. You can scour the entirety of the depths and Hyrule using that. It's really good, really versatile in what it does. And I'm going to try to build that. It's not the easiest to build, but once you get the knack of it, once you build it once, you can use auto build to basically just keep building it again and again as long as you have the zonite. So here's where we can actually upgrade it. So this is the refinery that you need. So much like stamina and heart, so you get heart containers and stamina vessel, you also get these crystallized large crystallized charges which allow you to upgrade. So you can hit get producing. It'll take 1 energy well. So this is how much we'll get for 100 crystallized charges. So to get a full cell of battery, you will need 300 crystallized charges. So get producing. There you go. And there you go. So now our Zonai devices will last that much longer. Okay, we have bunch of large Zonai charges. One of the benefits of doing this and maxing out your battery, the energy cell, it maxes out to 8 cells. Alright, so once you've fully maxed it out, it'll be 8. And then it'll allow you to upgrade it to a further 8, so total 16 of these cells can be acquired, although they will just still appear as 8, but their color will change from green to blue, as in being overcharged. The benefit to this is that once you've maxed it out, number one, you get a huge amount of energy. to power your Zonai devices, so you can go from anywhere to any location, even to the Skylands, to the depths. You could just keep flying if you so desired, or you could use combat Zonai devices to take down your enemies. Very, very effective at taking out large mobs of enemies, or even fighting bosses. If you so desire, you could fight bosses with it, although bosses can destroy Zonai devices. I know Lynels for sure can do that. And it's not the easiest to activate the Zonai devices, so you need to get your timings right. And then finally, once you've maxed out your energy cells completely, you can get any additional large crystallized charges that you get. You can trade it with either this guy or the guy in the Skylands right here in the shrine that I showed you earlier, and they will then start giving you Zonai devices. So you don't have to hit the lottery machine, the dispensary, to get, you know, a randomized Zonai device. Instead, you can pick which one you want. So if you want a rocket, you can buy it for crystallized charges, which is really, really good. So you can get as many rockets as you want. So will I be upgrading the energy cells to the max? Maybe. I'm maybe not going to show it on camera. It's a lot of work. So it will take a significant amount of time. Now, the reason why we acquired auto build for the purposes of this run is because we want to save a specific item here. Because what we're trying to do is upgrade our gear. We want to upgrade the Fierce Deity set, which requires riding and catching the dragons, Nedra, Dunral, and Farosh. To do that, we would need access to Zonai devices, specifically the glider. I built this when I was trying to catch the light dragon, and now we can actually store it here. Now, I'm not going to build this to perfect specifications. I'm going to build it to the point where it can allow me to ascend. Yeah, so this is good. Then it'll allow me to ascend as high as I can potentially go. Yeah, like this high is pretty good. Allows me to move forward. And what I can do now is that I've registered it. It's right here. And what I can do is set it as favorite by pressing Y. And then now, every time you build anything or fuse anything with your Ultra Hand, it'll be saved here under history. So in order to make sure that I think it saves up to 20 or 30. In order to make sure that the one that you need is not deleted, the old ones get deleted, you want to put it on favorites. So you can do that. And now you can use 9 Zonite, even if you don't have the materials, to build this. Alternatively, what you should do is, as long as you have the materials for it, as demonstrated in the depth, sorry, you hover it close to that and it'll build it for you exactly as you did it, without any cost of Zonite. And it's back to use again. Allows me to go up if I so desire, and then catch the dragons as I need to. So this would be very useful, and the more energy that I have in the cell, the better it will be. It will also give me some verticality if I so desire to get from one location to another using my glider. Of course, once used, this will just kind of be wasted, but that's okay. We have lots and lots of these. So if I'm out there in the depths or on the surface or whatever, or even the Skylands, I want to build it, all I do is pull these out, the steering sticks, 2 fans, and then use auto build, and it'll just build it for me. So that's basically it. That's a brief little tutorial there for auto build and how I'll be using it in the upcoming videos. And yeah, hope you got something out of it. And thank you so very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.